What's up, everybody? I have the pleasure to share with you some work from Davier here. I'll just let him introduce himself. The reason why I want to have him on the show is because he designed a bunch of hand-lettered stuff for us, like the Master Debater, the Cocky Bastard. So it's super cool that he's agreed to come on the show, and we're going to attack Blueberry Cosmetic.
Ooh, that's
What's really cool is to see another artist at work and see how they go through from one thing to next.
My name is Davier Gonzalez.
From Monterey, Mexico. Monterey, Mexico.
This is the logo I choose. This is a logo for a cosmetic brand called Blueberry Cosmetic. They say to me that they wanted to stay away from the classic Asian pink trend.
Did you say Asian pink?
Yeah, Asian pink trend.
What is that?
I didn't know there was such a trend.
Yeah.
Asian pink trend.
What is that?
What is that? Tell us about the Asian pink trend.
I don't know.
But he told you we're trying to avoid
and you
a
said,
trend that
I
nobody
got
knows
you, man.
about.
I have a video here so I can show you the process.
All right, so go ahead and play us that video then.
I started to write just the word blueberry to have in mind the dimensions.
Mm-hmm. Are you drawing this without any guides? Is it just all freehand?
Yeah, just freehand.
Mm-hmm. How did you know how to draw these kind of letter forms? And tell us a little bit about your background.
Actually, I just graduated a few months ago.
And I see that you're doing some kind of serif typeface with some flourishes, like pulling up the top of the B and arcing it back in. Is that deliberately trying to reference the letter C in there somewhere?
Yeah, something like that. I was just exploring and trying different things.
And why did you decide to make the X height of the B so high? Like, it's got a big lower belly.
That is just like Art Nouveau style.
Right.
So yes, I'm just messing around with my pencil and trying to see what I can make.
Why did you decide to draw out the lower part of the belly of the bee to kind of go below the baseline? So in such an exaggerated way, what was the thinking there?
As I said, I get lost in the process. Blueberry fins, that's nothing.
Ooh, that was pretty cool. So somebody's watching this, they're like, how do you decide which one to go with? Do you find that having teachers or classmates help you to kind of make the right decision? Because sometimes when you're making all the marks, they're like your children. You love them all equally, and it's sometimes very hard to decide.
Lo que tuve que hacer es buscar como que mis referencias, mis héroes, mis maestros, todo en internet.
He had to find all the good samples of work and references and artists to mold himself after just on the internet.
So why go to school then?
Yeah, sí, casi nada en la escuela.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I didn't learn anything.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you in that corner. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep talking about logos.
That was my final option, the final monogram.
Mm-hmm. It looks really good. It's very handsome. There may be some issues with the shadow line.
Chris, what's the shadow line on that?
It's that little shadow line that we're seeing.
Oh, I see.
You see?
Okay.
So you couldn't probably see it, right? Graphic designers can do this for two reasons. One, to separate the letters from kind of all bleeding together, but it creates that trompe-l'oeil, if you will, about what's in front, what's behind. And we know that these are two-dimensional images. This is just pixels on a screen right now, but it makes it feel like it's going back in Z space. And then tell us about the typeface that you're using here to pair it with.
I choose the Optima Nova for the blueberry. You can even think it has some serif, but it's just like the width playing with the main structure of the letter. And for the cosmetic, I use Geomanist, a very geometric font. That's what I like it.
Optima is the go-to cosmetic typeface, you guys, because it straddles the line between a sans serif typeface and a serif typeface. It has flared strokes. Good job there, dude.
I want to show you also a little process of when I vectorize the...
Oh yeah, I would love to see you vectorize and draw that.
80% of the logo is made on Glyphs. Glyphs is a special software.
Is this freeware, shareware? How much does it cost for Glyphs?
It has a free version and a premium version.
How much is the premium version? Do you know?
I don't know. I have the free one. Yeah, I like this software more than Illustrator for digitizing my letters because it gave me more control for the curves, and I can be more precise about measures, widths, and a lot of things.
So there's a couple of colored options.
Some color options.
Color options.
Color options. Okay, beautiful. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to be funny today. I told you at the beginning of the show, right, Aaron?
Yep.
Oh, ooh. Hold on a second here. Hold on, Internet.
Dope,
okay,
dude.
everybody, hold on. Hold on. What's going on here? He's doing a bunch of mock-ups. You know what I'm thinking, Aaron?
What's up?
These guys are taking it to the next level.
Definitely.
Tell me where you got these mock-ups and what are you doing with this? Just talk me through it.
Pues honestamente lo compré ayer.
He bought it yesterday.
Ninguno de los gratis me gustaba, entonces lo descargué para mostrárselos.
He didn't like any of the free ones, so yesterday he shelled out some cash and bought
Oh,
this
no,
one.
are you kidding me? He did. You went out and bought the products? This is-
Yes.
He bought the mock-up,
Oh my
right?
God! Pay attention here. This is what the kind of dedication it's going to take. This guy, Davier, just went out and just did his own. He went out and bought products. He lit it. He photographed it, and he did his own mock-ups, one of a kind. Good job, man. I'm just going to give you a clap right now, dude. Good job. Very good.
Maybe I should have chimed in sooner, but I think there might be a misunderstanding here.
Oh.
This is a mock-up that he bought.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he didn't buy each little thingy and lay it out and take a picture. This is a mock-up that he
I
bought.
like the original
yo no
story
la
much
tomé.
better.
Sí, no, ojalá lo hubiera tomado yo.
Little controversy. Did Aaron screw up the translation or is I'm high?
Nah, come on. Let's move on. It's fun. Nobody's high, okay?
Yeah, that's pretty much the process. You can see here the after and before.
Okay, guys, this is your opportunity in the show to go ahead and comment on this and let us know what you think, despite the controversy. This is going to be like a Barry Bonds moment. There's a little asterisk on this episode, whether or not I was high or not.
Well, we'll never know, I guess.
Well, we will know because I can watch the tape again and then we'll know.
Oh.
Isn't that how that works?
Well, yeah, I just like to live in the future, so...
Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And if you like this and you want to see more episodes like this, of course, stay tuned and say subscribe to this channel. But if you want to take a deeper dive into a structured course, consider taking the logo design construction class that's available right like here somewhere. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you liked this episode. And if you do, you know what to do. Hit that like button. If you don't, let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe.
See you guys next time.